Instant anxiety. All right, it's just a camera. All right. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It has been a fat minute since the last time I uploaded anything. And a large part of that is going to be touched on in this video today, because I'm going to be talking about the problem with chasing perfection. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, share it to somebody you think it might help, and let's get into it. So the reason I titled this video what I titled it is because I don't think I'm the only person in this creative world that has this issue of always striving to be perfect in everything that I make and being dissatisfied or even not liking anything that I make that falls short of that unattainable perfection. Because, like it or not, nothing that any human ever makes will be perfect. Even Tarantino movies, Christopher Nolan movies, they're not perfect. They have flaws. Any professional photographer, every image will have flaws in it. Music, the list goes on and on. Nothing that's ever made will be perfect. So I've been reflecting a lot on why I spend so much time critiquing myself too harshly and hating the things that I make, and to the point of that I don't share any of my work. I don't have an answer for that. I wish I did, but I think that's just an internal struggle that I'll have to deal with forever. Just like me saying 50,000 times in these videos. So the purpose of this video is not to give an answer to this problem. So if that's what you came here for, I'm sorry, but keep watching anyways because it helps the YouTube algorithm. It's really to kind of show a list of pros and cons for this chase of perfection. So on the cons list, first up is it damages your confidence. It damages my confidence. Every time I make something that's just slightly not as good as I would hope it would be, just slightly not as good as I wish it was, it makes me feel like I have less value in the world and in other people's eyes. When in reality, most of these issues that I have with the stuff, like, no one else would even notice. Like, it's just this one thing in the corner of the frame, or it's the person's hand is a little bit funky and like stuff that most people won't even know. But I do, because I spend hours poring over the images. The second on the cons list is it makes me insecure, which I guess is kind of the same thing as the first one. But it makes me not want to share it. You know, like all the people that are successful, it seems like they're just pumping out post after post, day after day. And I guarantee you they're not showing you more than 5-10% of the work that they make, because they probably feel the same way about most of their images. So part of that is not feeling like you have to post every day, everything. Like, only post the stuff that you're happy with, and eventually you'll learn to be happier with more, hopefully. Third thing is it disrupts creativity. It makes you less confident to try new ideas, to pursue different creative aspects or different things, which if you're in the business of being a creative, that's not good, to not be able to be confident in your own creativity and be able to pursue those things. Not only does it hinder creativity, it reduces productivity. Because again, like I said, I'm not getting my work out there, I'm not creating new work because I'm so fixated on the stuff in the past that I don't like, and it doesn't make any sense at all if creating things and sharing things is what you're passionate about, to let things that are in the past that you're not a fan of, like, to let that hinder your future work and sharing. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and I do that all the time. It hinders creativity, reduces productivity, and it reduces authenticity as well, because the more that you are ashamed of the work that you make, the more you're going to look to make work that is not really from your heart, you know? And not only that, but if you're not getting the kind of feedback or reception with your work that really means a lot to you, you might be tempted to make more generic work that is getting all the likes and getting all the shares. And at the end of the day, that's going to be the worst thing for your creativity, is making stuff just to get the feedback and the likes that you want. I know whenever I post some of my favorite photos, those are usually the ones that get the least amount of likes. And it's so tempting to only post the stuff that gets a lot of likes, but at the end of the day, if you're creating things to get attention and to get positive feedback from other people, you probably need to do a gut check, like I've had to do multiple times, on why you're making stuff in the first place. I think one of the main roots of this whole issue with not liking the things you make and not being confident in it, it comes from comparing yourself to others. I know for me, I compare myself to people I have no business comparing myself to, like photographers that I love their work, like Sam Elkins, Joe Greer. Like, these are people that have hundreds of thousands of followers and are at the top of this industry, and like, why do I compare myself to them? They have years of experience, years of work, and I'm at the very beginning of my journey. Like, to compare myself to somebody like that, first of all, is arrogant, and second of all, is foolish. Like, doing that is only going to hurt you. There's no benefit that you can get from comparing yourself to them. You need to learn from them and be inspired by them, but don't even come close to trying to put yourself to their level and compare your work to their work. It's just never going to end well for you. So now, time to list out the pros column for aspiring for perfection in your work. It might inspire you to be a little bit better, might motivate you, but at the same time, it has just as good of a chance of doing all those things that I just talked about before that will do the exact opposite of make you better. So that's it for that list. At the end of the day, when it comes to creative work, or just anything really, any kind of work, if you're not feeling confident, you're not feeling inspired, but it's something that you know you're passionate about, you just have to do it. You just have to put it out there, let it be judged, and learn from it. Learn from the mistakes, learn from the feedback. If it doesn't get as many likes, analyze it, why it didn't. If it's just because it's not a cliche mainstream thing, but it's something you're really passionate about, then don't take that personally. Just realize that what you're doing is not what everybody wants, which is definitely not a bad thing, because most art isn't for everybody. All the stuff that was the most impactful and the most meaningful was not meant for the masses. So just put your work out there, just get work done. Don't spend too much time obsessing over it, editing, post-processing, reviewing. Just do the work, edit it quickly, and get it out. And then rinse and repeat. That's the only way you're going to get out of any creative ruts. That's the only way you're going to build more confidence in your work. Just sitting and waiting for the lightning bolt of inspiration to strike, and you're going to have that perfect photograph or that perfect song or whatever it is that you make. It's just not going to happen. That's what this video is. I set my camera up and started filming without really much direction of where I was going with this video, which might be apparent, but who knows? I just needed to make something, I need to get it out, and I need to learn from the feedback. So hopefully this was helpful for you if you've struggled with any kind of these perfectionist issues. I'd love to hear from you in the comments what your methods are for coping with this, how you get through it, what you struggle with. And yeah, like it, subscribe for more content like this, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.